So welcome everybody. We're at Rocky Point and Puerto and Steakhouse, Mexico, down here in Old Port. And look at the craziness. There's tons of people out here. We're at Moo Steakhouse, right here on the strip down here in Old Town, right at the Sea of Cortez. So I see Ray Jenkins is on. There's an outhouse one more time, huh? That's all the craziness. Lots and lots of noises. Got it facing out so you guys can see what's going on. I don't know. There's lots of bikes and lots of people down here. Hi, Greg. All the way from Michigan. It's a lot warmer down here than it is up there. Snow. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. No snow here. Hi, repping in Mexico. Look, there's a Chucky mask guy on the back or girl. I don't know. We've seen all kinds of stuff. All kinds of body parts. All kinds of crazy masks. People from everywhere. Mostly this southwest region down here. A lot of people from Arizona. Hola, Larry. Arizona, California, New Mexico. A lot of people from Mexico come here. A lot of from Rosarita and the Ensenada. There's a lot of people down here from all over. A lot of locals come down today. It's Saturday. And it is packed. There, Barbara, how's everyone? I'm sitting closer to the street. That's why I'm doing all the talking. He's on the other side of me. East City in high heels. How you doing? Connecticut. I bet it's cold up there too. It's probably about 80, 87, 89 degrees, something like that. Nice and sunny. It's supposed to be sunny for the trip home tomorrow. So we're going to head out really early. I think we're going to leave around 7 o'clock tomorrow because we want to beat the crowd to the border, get across the border before everybody else does. All right. Somebody on Facebook says the audio is breaking up. Somebody on Facebook says the audio is breaking up. There is a lot of noise, so I don't know if it's picking up me or anybody else. So, oh, the food's great. Yesterday we had a steak here. It was a filet. Came with two sides. It was 11 ounces. So Bob and I split the steak. We each got a side, and it was delicious. It was only like, I don't know how much it was, but it wasn't bad. It's like $16, I think, for the steak and two sides. But we're going to order a drink in a little bit, and you'll get to see that. It's got flames and all kinds of stuff coming out of it. So we'll show you what that guy is. Bob says there's one crazy party going on down here. That's what he compares this to Mardi Gras with motorcycles because you're seeing a little bit of everything down here. 50 and rainy. Yeah. I'm glad we picked, or they picked, I guess, a good weekend because the weather's been perfect. It's been a little warm if you're standing right out in the sun. A little bit of humidity, not too bad at all. So it's been really good. Hi, James. It is a lot of fun. Crazy, crazy party. If no one's ever came down here and you'd like to come, we haven't had any kind of issues and everything. We've been really safe. Everybody's very friendly. A little bit of a language barrier, not a whole lot. I know poquito español, enough just to get me in trouble. So anyway, we've been doing good. My cousin and one of her daughters speak fluent Spanish. My cousin doesn't speak fluent, but she speaks quite a bit. She's the one that has the house down here, so she's probably down here 6 months out of the year. It is. It's crazy down here. If anybody ever gets a chance to come down here, I think it's well worth it. Just even if you come down once just to say you've done it. David Johnson, how are you doing? Sioux Falls. Hi, Stan. How's it up there? You probably aren't too awful far from Sioux Falls. There's a lot of people from California here, too.
Mic and not so loud.
Okay, sorry. So, a lot of California people here, too. We've seen 3 subscribers, I think. We also saw Adam Sandoval today. So we got to talk to him for a minute. He was doing a live at the bike show. So at the bike show today, we filmed that, and we also filmed the parade that they had, which was crazy. It's kind of like the parades back home in the States. Everybody brings a bag of candy, and they throw it to all the kids, and the locals all line up there in the streets, and they throw all the candy out to them. So it's really kind of cool. So we got some footage of that, so we'll be putting that up on one of our videos. It is packed. I could not even imagine how many people are down here. It probably looks like a lot more than what there really are just because it's such a compact area. I think this is like their market area down here. So, oh, he's over here. He's listening on the other phone. We switched places today, I guess. So, anyway, we're, it's cold there. Oh, my goodness. I guess that's up in Idaho. And if you, once you cross the Mexican border, Big Johnson, we're about 70 miles south of the border. So we left the trailer and the truck in right around Ajo, Mexico, or Ajo, Arizona, and that was 30 miles from the border. So we ended up driving 100 miles from Ajo down to Rocky Point. So once you hit the border, it's 70 miles south. If you come across right at Louisville, there's a small city there right when you cross the border. Kind of have to get through that. And then pretty much it's mostly desert all the way till you get to Rocky Point. And then this is probably one of the bigger cities around this area, I'm assuming. They've got a Sam's and I didn't see a Walmart, but quite a few grocery stores. We found a real good little bakery we've been eating breakfast at. While it's snowing in Minnesota. So it's about 70 miles, Big Johnson. So once you hit the border and go south, I think it's Highway 8 you're on. Once you go down Highway 8 from the border, you're on Highway 8, and it takes you straight down here to Rocky Point. Oh, hi there, John. Are you in Thailand? So, hello from Thailand, if that's where you're at, John. Temperature is great. It's probably, is this the warmest day, you think? Do you think today would be, say, the warmest day? No, Friday. Okay, Bob says he thinks Friday was the warmest day. We were in the sun probably a lot more today. I thought it was a little warmer today. In the mid, I'd say mid 80s, I guess. But humidity's not too bad. The girl on the bike with a skirt, I don't know, you have to probably zoom in to see that. Hot in Thailand. So when you have Christmas, I guess it's pretty hot over there in Thailand? I don't think so. It's already hot now. My cousin said this is unusually warm for this time of year. So I guess it's a little bit cooler temperatures normally, but perfect for something like this. And there's no rain clouds in the sky. It's dry. It'll be dry all through tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get back on the bike without any rain clouds because we did not bring the reindeer. So I'm hoping it'll stay dry. So there's 31 of you guys on there. Give us a big thumbs up if you're on. So you know you care. So it's good to see all of you. Canton, Ohio, mid-30s, firm. That's too cold for me. It's pretty nice down here. So like I said, about mid-80s. Humidity's not too bad. Sun's out. It's been great. Like I said, the people are all very friendly, very nice. I don't know. There's all walks of life down here. We've seen a lot of people. There's a guy from, I guess it was from Los Angeles. He's a huge Raiders fan. We've seen his fight in the show we filmed. There was a show earlier this morning. So that's what we did. We did not have to get any kind of permit to cross the border. There's a FMA, no, an FFM, or yeah, FMM form. They said that you need to fill out, but I think that's if you're staying longer than X amount of period of time. And we're only staying down here for the 4 days, so we did not need to. We called just to make sure we have our passport card. It looks like a driver's license. So that's all we needed to come down here. So we just had our cards. You have to have your vehicle registration. Oh, it's going to burn out. You want to sit here?
Burnout time. So that's what's a little different here than anywhere else we've ever been. You can do, we've seen burnouts, we've seen crotch rockets doing wheelies, riding on their front wheels, everything, anything and everything goes here. And you can't believe what you can get away with down here. You'll see just about everything, even things that should be covered up are out in public. We got some video that we'll be showing on our Patreon $25 shots that can't be shown on YouTube. But that's what makes this so crazy. He's out here now. I can't get the camera to you. He's got a crotch rocket, and he's spinning it in circles, and he's standing next to it. Oh, he blew his tire. I don't know if that's quite what he wanted to do here. We've seen nobody selling tires. So I don't know if you guys got to hear the pop or not. We got the microphone turned this way to keep away from being so loud over there. But yeah, he blew his tire out. First one we've seen since we've been here. But yeah, that's what's crazy here. You can do burnouts. You can rev your bike up. You can do anything. Probably he should come down this side street here to take his bike out. But everybody's down there now taking pictures of his tire blown out. So yeah, there's probably, my guess right now, after we rode around this morning, there's probably somewhere between 50 and 100,000 bikes here. Bikes, people together. A lot of people live here. We got people we've seen from California, Texas, Louisiana. A lot of people from Mexico, all over Mexico's here. A lot of people from LA, San Diego, they're all here. So yeah, it's a different kind of rally. Really different kind of rally. Look, there's some love jugs. So yes, you're going to see a little bit of everything here. Really, the best thing to do is if you're going to come down here, it should be something we should think about next year. If we can get a bunch of you to get your passports, come down here. That's really what this is more about, is the more people you come with, the bigger party you can have. So there goes another one burning his tire off. I'm surprised nobody gets hurt here. Some of these bikes get right up on top of you when they're spinning around. There was a spider come through here last night doing burnouts, and she missed my foot by about 2 inches. So it gets pretty packed. They're out there chanting something. I'm not sure what they're chanting. But this isn't the only burnout area. If you go down the street about another block, what? You can go down about right, go to the right, and there's another place that's got a banner up. The banner right above us over here actually says burnout here. Should be sitting down in a minute. So here's another view. We're actually at the moo like a cow, Steakhouse. This is where we had the great steak last night. And then today we just had hamburgers, fries. It was okay. Steaks are definitely what you want to eat here. So this is looking out the front window. All the seats were taken. We got here a couple hours ago. And so we figured the corner shot here would be better. maybe so much for the music, because everybody here is playing music. The bar over here to the left, they've got a DJ going over there. This place we're in, they've got a DJ going on. They got a band someplace I can hear. Must be upstairs, rocking and banging on the walls. So yeah, it's very crazy here. But I mean, it's anything. We've seen it all down here. You can bring your own alcohol in. Nobody's checking you. Like Cam said, the guy was this morning in a truck pulling another truck with a strap, and they stopped at a light. They all grabbed beers out of the coolers. So yeah, it's not uncommon to see people here drinking and driving. We've seen the police pull a couple of vehicles over. If you listen to Tam earlier, she said her cousin said the number one thing they love to give tickets for is stop signs. Speed limit here is crazy because everything's in kilometers. So the slow speed here is like 16 miles an hour, and then it's 28 miles an hour. So it's kind of it goes by 20, 30, 40, 60, 90. 90 is what we had on the highway in kilometers. You know, my Harley doesn't read in kilometers. So when we came out here across the border, we followed, if you watched that video 2 days ago, we followed a group of 5 other motorcycle riders, and they were pushing between 80 and 90 all the way down. It actually says on the sign that it's a free zone for USA travelers. So we didn't see any cops. We didn't see much of nobody out there. So an easy ride. The roads aren't the greatest down here. You know, it's like, well, we drive across America, and with the highways we ride, they ain't very good either. The 10 and the 40, they all suck. So I think they're a little worse than that. But overall, you know, it was all right. We're going to leave probably tomorrow morning early. The insurance that we had to buy, you have to buy insurance to cover you in Mexico. So we just went the 5 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it ran $77. There's somebody revving up their bike. So we got the camera turned around the other way, so you guys may not be able to hear all that. So we've got a DJ down here in front that's coaxing people to rev their bikes up, smoke their tires. Whose bike's louder? They closed all the streets down here. This street here is closed all the way around. It's probably about maybe a half a mile from one end to the other. And we got down here this afternoon about 1:30, and it was already packed. We're actually parked up here in a park on their concrete walkway. You pretty much park anywhere you want. You can look across this, those trikes there, homemade trikes. They're in the red zone. Anywhere you can squeeze your bike in, you can park. So pretty crazy. It's just one big party atmosphere. We haven't seen any trouble. We talked to a couple of the clubs. We haven't found any 1%ers here, but there's a lot of motorcycle clubs, a lot of them here. Not big masses. Most of them, probably the biggest one we see maybe had 20 or 25 in it. Most of them are small groups, 4 or 5. Some of them we talked to really aren't even motorcycle clubs. They're a club out of Mexico, and they just put the patches on the back. So it's interesting how compared to what they do in the U.S. Yeah, it's just constant traffic. It's completely stopped out there. If you guys can see that pretty well. And that water behind us is the Sea of Cortez. So for some reason, my phone wouldn't hook up to the internet they have here. And which I did find yesterday. Now smoking another tire over here. We'll turn it so you can hear it. He quit. He decided he didn't want to go. You know, I don't know where the guy went that blew his tire. I never did see the bike get walked by. Maybe it's just sitting. They pushed it off to the side. But yes, a good smell of burnt rubber. I mean, you get a variety of people here. We've seen people from all over the world here. Talked to a guy this morning from Germany. Some people I think last night was from England that were down at the bar we were at. Not quite sure if they knew there was a rally going on. Guy from Germany actually was at the bike show. And that's kind of what's sad about a rally like this. Is most of the people really don't know all the things they have going on. And if you look at their Facebook page, their website, they're not doing a real good job of keeping people informed on what's going on. We've seen today we probably could have got media past it. Maybe we could have done a little more helping them out than what we did in the past. But yeah, they moved the bike show today. It was actually used to have it down here. If you watch the video today, it had the ladies' bike show, which is down at a bar that's called Mermaid. And normally that's where they had the bike show today at. But so many clubs are coming in there now and taking up space. And also, there's some vendors down there. If you watch the video, there's people selling leathers, patches, not much. Most of it is stuff like you'd see at a carnival, people selling that they're real big here for the fruit. A lot of times, if you come to Mexico, you see the stands. So they said they had to move it now to where there's another guy smoking his tire there. He ain't going very long either. Okay, thought maybe this bike walking through here was the flat tire, but he's got a tire. He's got air in his tire still. This is a motorcycle club. They're those guys that just drove by. They got a motorcycle stigmias and the patches. They're made into their shirts. So you see a lot of them. Lots of bikes here too. We've seen a variety of bikes. First couple days we were here, we've seen a lot of what you would maybe call junk bikes. They were rough. Surprised some of them even ran. But as to last night and today got going, we've seen a lot more nicer bikes. But I mean, you don't see the bikes like you see. Are you guys leaving? All right. Whatever. Well, we'll put you on YouTube. Hey, we were going to move up here to get a little better view from the corner, but we're unable to do that. So we tried to get a hold of the owner here the other night, but we couldn't get a hold of them today. She wasn't in, so we could get a little better spot of where we were at. So it ended up not working out the greatest for these are probably the biggest assholes we've seen since we've been here. Overall, most of the people here have been really pretty decent people. But, you always get a few. And how long have we been on? Look there. You got my glasses. I know, 23 minutes and 50 seconds. All right, so we're probably not going to go too much longer. So. So it's really tough. Been a pretty good crowd here. Other than these fine two little bees next to us that just walked up. Thought they're all that. And you always get a few of them. we'll let you have some of the sounds that we're hearing. Let me turn the microphone around. So we'll be heading out of here tomorrow morning early. Get back across the border. Our insurance, we buy the insurance, the people we bought it from in the town we got the RV, goes from 12 to 12 o'clock afternoon, and it goes to the next day to 12 noon. So we got to be back across the border at least by noon. So we figure 99% of these people are going to be getting up tomorrow, probably doing the same thing. So hopefully we'll be on the road by 7, be across the border, be at least to the border by 8. And from there, we can figure out, get back to the RV. And then Monday, we'll be heading back to Arizona. We'll be there for a short week. Then we'll be going over to California. My hope is to ride the coast, PCH1, Pacific Coast Highway, with my buddy Art. And hopefully get about 2 or 3 days. We can ride up the coast. Hopefully the weather will be good. There's another one out there smoking that tire. He may cop his too. He's shutting it down. But this is a steady thing you see. Still going. I think he's done. Like I said, out of all the people we've seen down here so far, only one person has popped his tire. And I don't know where that crotch rocket is. If it's after the video or the live, we'll go down there. If the bike's still there, I'll get you a shot of his tire. But we'll probably see more that you'll see on the video tomorrow or Monday. I'll have a video from last night that we filmed, and then we did the parade today and the bike show. And then all of this will probably be on Monday's video, a wrap up of the Mexico Rocky Point rally. But I'm really surprised that there's not very much YouTube videos on Rocky Top. There's tons of people here with video equipment, and I don't know where. I guess they're not posting any of it, so we're not sure what they're doing with it. But hey, we're the only ones getting out that information. That's good for us too. Share this with your friends. Our subscribers have kind of been sitting still. We're not gaining any really and not losing any. So we're hoping if we it looks like we found a couple locations in Laconia that we can stay at next year. So Laconia looks like it's definitely a go for a rally next year. And also we're hoping for Ocean City to add that to the bike rallies. And then the fall rallies, we're looking to dump those next year and go with some bike builds that you guys can help me build up for the veterans. We want to do some stuff this next fall for the veterans. And hopefully that'll something you guys will be interested in watching and helping me pick out the things. We got a lot of the vendors that we've been doing shout outs for are willing to do work, are willing to give us stuff for whatever bikes we have that we want to give. So we have a couple different ways we want to do it. If we get a newer bike, we get one of the dealerships to give us. We want to give that away as a raffle to one of the VFW or the American Legion. So people can raffle it off and get all the money will all go to the VFW, the American Legion, or Vets Club that we go with. And if not, if we get the other kind of bikes, which are a little bit older, we'll be doing stuff with like the PTS. There's a couple organizations that give bikes to veterans that have issues. And we hope that we can do that and then maybe get some follow-ups from them 6 months or a year down the road, how the bike helped them or not. So we'll see how that goes. We did see there's a few homemade trikes here. There's one here, the one to my left here, they're red or orange, depending on what it looks like to you guys. It's a Honda, but they got the motor in the back, which is kind of interesting because I was first thinking, okay, it looks like they took the whole back end off, but that would have to be the front end because Hondas were front wheel drive. So kind of interesting. And then there's another one across the street from us that's got a Volkswagen engine in it. There's actually two. The one on the right there, the yellow one, that's a pretty rough looking one, pretty real homemade. The other one to the left, the blue one with the people sitting on it, is a little nicer, fixer up one. But last night's video, if you look real hard, you might see 4 or 5 trikes rode through. Not so many spiders, Can-Ams down here, a few. You can ride ATVs down here. I don't know if you need a license or not, but they do them. Didn't see any golf. We've seen a couple golf carts, but not down here. Mostly at this time, it's all bikes. There was a girl last night kept riding a trike, a spider, a Can-Am through. But overall, weather's been excellent since we've been here. Nights cool down to high 50s, low 60s. Daytimes in the 80s. Friday was the hottest day. We're supposed to get to about 89. Today's supposed to be like 82. Tomorrow's supposed to be 84. This rally still goes on tomorrow, but we're not going to cover Sunday. Seems like Sundays never turn out to be much at a rally. Most people are just... And so, yeah, let everybody know. We also, if you're down here, we're at the Moo Steakhouse. Great place for steaks. They got some interesting drinks. They got some excellent bathrooms. If you watched the video that came out this morning, we did 2 bar reviews, restaurant bars. One was the Iguana Banana. I don't know how they got iguana and banana together, but that was a really neat bar. And then this place, the Blue Steakhouse, it's kind of like, they call it kind of a high end, but I mean, the food wasn't too bad. I think we got our filet mignon, 2 sides. I think it was $16 American money. And it was big enough. I think it was 11 ounces. We split that with and that was way good. I didn't even end up having it. It was a later lunch. Didn't even eat dinner last night. Lots of seafood here. This is shrimp season now. This shrimp here must be 6 inches long, gigantic. Lots of fish. We've had some pretty good deep fried fish that we've gotten. That's if anybody's been watching our channel knows we're not big fish eaters, but actually it was really good. They had it battered really well. Small pieces. What else we had? She's had some Mexican food, and yeah, so not too bad. The milk's got something more to declare down here. Not quite sure what kind of cows they have down here. Of course, soda-wise, it's Coke. That's all they got down here is Coke products. It's Coca-Cola down here. There's somebody riding backwards on a motorcycle. I did film last night. 3 people riding on several motorcycles. Like I say, anything goes down here. We had a girl last night that was like that girl in the front of that bike that had no clothes on. And it was kind of wild. So, yes, some crazy things go on here, and we don't see the police interfere with anything. They do carry, they got some AR-15s that a lot of the military or police are carrying here, and a few, but other than that, I don't see anybody giving anybody kind of any type of hassle with being down here. So lots and lots of street vendors. There's another one smoking his tire. All right, here's our special drink. Hang on, let me turn the microphone around. All right. They specialize here in
Okay. He said to enjoy it. He says he'll make him a happy face. I don't know. It's Say hi. He's out of Chihuahua.
From El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
What's up, everybody?
We'll have to find out if we're supposed to drink this with the flames or if it's supposed to go out on its own. We don't know yet. But those were some nice, happy people. I think the bar owner chased the people out that were here that were kind of beats to us. And so, yes, crazy, crazy, crazy. So now we're down front. Let me lower this down a little bit. So you guys get a little bit better view of looking at the street.
You're supposed to turn it over and put it in the drink.
How do you do that?
No, just take this and flip it over. You want to show it doing it? I guess what they said is you're supposed to turn this over and put it in the drink. Oh, I don't know how.
I don't know.
I need help.
I'd go get somebody to help you do that. So it's on fire and we don't know how to put it out. So she wanted to get you guys a fancy drink. This place is kind of specializes. And here's their menu. That was easy. That was the owner that actually talked to us on camera yesterday if you watched the video. He's going to take a drink. Whoa. What?
Got the lobster rum. It's not real love. When you're done, if you don't mind, make sure that you hand it back to the weekend.
They walk away?
Okay. They already walk away. They're like $30 flat.
Hey, everybody thinks it's the tourist stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting situated here. Too close. All
I know. Like they said, it's pretty good.
right, let me see what I got for my camera here. Let's turn this. There you go. I don't know. Can you guys see the street back there? Like there's a guy swinging a towel around or shirt or something out there. Can you see that?
There's a girl in a bright pink shirt. There's somebody parasailing way out there.
Yeah, but that's got the screen. I don't think you can see that. So what they've got is a shade. It's that thing going across the top of the sunscreen. So do you like this view number one? Or do you prefer view number two? View number two.
There's the policia.
View number one.
Did we lose everything?
Are we still there?
Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I was going to start answering questions.
All right, I think we might have lost everybody for a minute there. So we're looking.
Paula says 2. Somebody else says 1, 2. 2 that way.
1 is this way. 2 is the side look. So you're just kind of getting a side angle of what's going on. And there's that guy leaving in that trike. This is back at 1. Here, they're running that scam with the shell gate. down there, and they see we got a camera now, so they may move around. So you see them down there running the chant. Maybe if you guys get an angle, does that do anything for you?
Larry over there. I think.
Well, that's the wall. It's just we're up too high. Should go down. Maybe go sit at the table. That'd be really loud. Probably. So this is what it's all about. I mean, there's a whole street of this. This is a pretty long street. If you watched the video this morning, lots of people revving up the bikes. There you go. Maybe this girl turn around. Yeah, we got a lot of burnouts going on here. We're heading home back to Arizona on Monday. We'll be back about a week before we head to California for some riding on the PCH. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get up me and my buddy Art. Tam won't be able to do it. She's going to spend time with the grandkids. No, Big Johnson. If you come down here like where we're at Rocky Point, there is no permits needed to come down here. So you can stay the 7 days. If you're going to travel across, I don't know what they call these areas, then you have to have a permit. Here's another burnout there. Got a girl on the back of that bike. Here comes smoke. Here comes smoke.
Are you drinking any of that?
Yeah, I had a little bit of it.
Here comes some more love jobs. There's your love job spray.
So yeah, we thought we had to get permits too to come down here, but we checked and you didn't have to have them. This area is Sonora or something they call it. As long as you stay in this Providence, I guess that's what they call it, you don't need a permit. You're going to travel across, going into over towards New Mexico City or over to Cabo. You're going to need to get that permit. Guy over here in the truck's cranking it up. The Federellis really haven't been bad at all. We haven't seen them, anybody. Now, The road's not too bad going back. I don't see any problem. We had no trouble coming down. I don't think actually the bike, we came across the border, never searched, never stopped, just flagged all the bikes through. So hopefully the U.S. will do the same tomorrow. No, the Federellis aren't hassling anybody here. Like I said, them girls had no clothes on last night, and I didn't see no Federellis anywhere near them. There's Southern California, it's 88 degrees. So yeah, it's about the same temperature here in, because we're down in almost the same area, Southern California, clear blue sky. Yep, we don't have, that's what's funny here. We don't have a cloud in the sky here. There's Sacramento's on the channel. Yeah, well, that's one of the requirements. If you come across the border with a vehicle, you have to show proof of insurance. If you don't, they walk you over to the building there, and you got to buy it at the border. So yes, any vehicle has to have insurance. Your American insurance, U.S. insurance, will not cover you in Mexico. So Deb and Steve is in saying, hey, from Missouri. I'd say it's about 50-50. A lot of the people here have dual residency. A lot of people live here. There's probably more Americans living in this community than there is Mexican people. So it's kind of a mix. Yeah, the Gulf of Mexico, we noticed that when we were down there, that about 50 feet out, it was just dirty color water. Farther out, it looks nice. But here, see, the shores here are all rocks. And you go down to Sandy Beach, that's why they call it Rocky Point. The actual name of the city means Rocky Port. And so that's why they call it for the rally Rocky Point. Yes, it's an annual rally. This is actually their 20th year, actually 21 because they didn't do it last year. They rolled the 20th over. We're here in the hotels. Now, I don't know during this time here, but you can get a hotel right around $100 here, anywhere from 50 to about 150. Now, I don't know. They've got some big resorts. I'm not sure what they've got on those. A lot of people rent houses here. If you're going to bring a group down, the house we're in, now it's not a rental, but up the street, there's one house, got double car garage. They got about 15 motorcycles in it. So, yeah, a lot of people here rent out their houses for the weekend. So pretty neat. We probably drank a lot more down here than we have anywhere else.
They don't have anything to drink but beer or liquor. They don't have tea. They got a little bit of soda. You can't drink the water.
Yeah, their tea here has got some funky taste in it. They put all these passion teas and stuff in them. But here come some girls in swimsuits. If you can see out that far or not. Oh, it's the tequila girls. They got their hands up in the air, waving. You gotta get that 55-inch TV screen on. You can see all that out there. There's the guy setting up the shell game. There's some love jokes. What they do is they bring in somebody that they've got set up, shows them that they win one or two, then they get some sucker and takes their money. They must have a deal where they can be here in front of this restaurant. Minnesota 27. Oh, wait. That's cold. Yep, Sonora, Mexico is where we're at. So we got 50 more people on. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. YouTube likes to see if they let this. What they do is they flip that coin. They never show you the one that is supposed to be in. They just start the game over. So when he's flipping it around, he puts it in the palm of his hand. So you're getting a first-hand look at Rocky Point Rally. This is pretty much a Friday and Saturday rally. Like a lot of these, 3 or 4 day rallies, not much happens on Thursday. More people come in here on Friday afternoon. And definitely today, I'd say it's probably doubled in crowd. We might end up with 25 to 50,000 people down here today. This is packed. This is more crowded than we've seen it last night. But which I was shocked. We've been to Cancun, we've been to Cabo. There's a lot less business owners here that speak English. A lot of the menus are in Spanish. So it's, for down here where we're at, a lot of the menus are, most people can speak broken English. But I was kind of shocked to be in this kind of a tourist area. This is Big Spring Breaker. And they said back in Memorial Day weekend is really big here. They get close to 100,000 people down here.
And it's only 4 o'clock here. Just wait till tonight once it starts getting dark.
And they sell a lot of candy. Lots and lots and lots of people selling stuff. If you've ever been to Mexico, it's usually the chiclets. They got everything here. They're constant. Some girl lady last night had 2 kids, must have asked us 10 times if we wanted to. At the camp, said, this lady, remember? I said, no, she's probably not even paying attention to. They just go up and just.
The boy looked like he was about ready to cry.
Yeah.
Because no one was buying anything.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's true, Roy. Yeah, Brad Pink, you can't be drinking the water down here. We always get bottled water. But they do have ice, but so far the ice hasn't been any kind of Katati. Did I say it right? Katati beer? That's not Katati. What's the
water?
No, the beer.
Yeah, Katati.
Yeah. Katati and Dos Equis is probably the 2 most common beers you find down here. Tecate is probably. They were down here yesterday with a truck all day unloading it. And just cans of beer.
Girls are taking pictures. The guy's taking pictures of them.
They can see that. Yeah, a couple girls over there hugging.
Love does.
Those are the girls that were the bitches. I mean, the B girls that were sitting here. So if you ever come down here, the Moose Steakhouse, definitely a place you want to try out at least a steak. There we go, trying to sell us chiclets. No chiclets. No chiclets. No, we don't want no chiclets. And they always bring the kids with them. Make them feel sorry. Oh, there's some love jugs.
Hi, how are you?
There you go. Then you come back.
You know what that is?
She let people ride on her. She said after one drink. She loved somebody and crashed that out. Now she got Eric on there. But yeah, you should have seen the street this morning. We came down here early. And you should have seen the trash they had down here. They had it all cleaned up probably by about 10 or 11 o'clock. But I mean, people throw cans, trash, and everything's all over the ground. But they don't really have a lot of trash cans. The other thing they have down here, yeah, I already talked about that guy. Other thing they have down here is a lot of dogs. There's a lady.
The guy out there's got a Speedo on. Oh, maybe don't.
We don't want to see no guy with a Speedo on.
Well, some of the girls might. It wasn't very hot anyway. She bought herself a big parrot.
Yeah, girl got her a parrot over there in that plastic bag. Hopefully they didn't ride their motorcycle.
They got
a cage. They got a cage to put that parrot on. Where'd he go? There he is. You can buy anything down here in Mexico. Ay, caramba!
Wait, what a drink.
That red thing says it's already dark at his house.
Yeah.
Paula, she wants to see some Speedos. If you watch the video probably tonight, the guy down at the tequila bar, he's all buffed out.
He just went by a little while ago.
That thing doesn't want to see no banana, damn it. Nope. That's the lady sitting here.
What's the white shirt?
Walk by, yeah.
That was. He had a black shirt.
They both together, though, they act like.
The girl that had the real big boobs. She had a blue shirt on. She had sleeves.
So, we've already been on an hour. We'll probably wrap this up soon.
Don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
Don't forget to give us that thumbs up. Appreciate that. Paula says, oops. Roy, there's the women aren't perverts. It's just like the guys. They want to see them love jugs. And the ladies on here can see, need to get their fair share too. It's a mixed crowd.
Like I said, there's a little bit of everybody here. Oh, God. There was a lady over there that was dancing probably better than I could dance. And she was, I don't know how old. She looked in her 80s.
Big thing here that I see more than anything else is guys putting ice in their saddlebags. No bags, nothing else. It's just dumping the beer on top. Guy right now is bringing all of his clothes out of there. And putting a shirt in there and getting the water out. I'd have just unscrew the bags and dump them upside down would be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, take the bags off, can't you?
Should be able to. So, yeah.
None of those have any speakers in them. That wouldn't be good for them.
No. Comes the crotch rockets. Got a lot of bikes. Most bikes are probably more stock here. Not as many choppers. A lot of older bikes. On the bike show today, we had an old BMW, a 4-cylinder. No, 8-cylinder. Lots of people bringing their kids out. It's a big vacation area. Here's some girls, I'm not sure how old they are.
Are you done with this?
No, there's still some in it.
Oh, yeah, there's still a little bit left. So, but, they're asking to bring this up back to
All right. So we've been on here long enough, an hour. We'll make it short today. We'll go ahead and leave you guys here today in Rocky Point, Mexico. So I got 2 more videos coming up. We'll have another one I'll edit hopefully this evening, and we'll have it up for tomorrow. So you guys can check it out. It'll be tonight's action, and what's going on down here. The bike show, the parade. Then we'll have some, whatever I can't get on will be on tomorrow's feed. Tomorrow's video, Monday. Probably later in the evening we get that one up. If we get home too late, it may be Tuesday before we get that one up. But maybe we'll go live on Monday if we don't. On Monday's football time. So maybe, maybe not. So go ahead and say your thing.
Asking about the prices of the vendors.
What?
The prices of the vendors. So usually when you buy stuff, it's probably what, 50%, not quite, dollars to pesos. So
Yeah.
it's really not too expensive down here.
So it's you're better off if you're coming down here to get Mexican money, because they do shortchange you a lot. But if you use your credit card, but sometimes your credit card might charge you a fee for transferring the money. Usually, which we didn't do this time. Usually, I go to the bank down here, and the banks are owned by the government, and I take out like 1,000 or 2,000 pesos, which is like $200, and then you pay everything with that, and then you know you're getting the right amount. And but like last night, one of the bars we were at, they screwed me out of $2. When we got home, we checked it, because most places down here there's no internet, and if you put your phone in roam, a lot of times they charge you for that. So our phones, we're not sure. So we've left our phones off of roam, so we have no internet. Right now I'm going off our hotspot, which they said the hotspot it's supposed to not charge. We've been using the internet here when we did the live yesterday. For some reason my phone won't go on it, and I don't know why. So we'll go ahead and leave you guys right here.
Thanks for coming along today. Thanks for sharing Rocky Point Rally with us. We'll be home soon. We'll be putting up more videos. Share us with your family and friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
Thanks a lot for watching.
Bye-bye.